Hello everyone, this is another video here on the channel, Charles Morris, and this is pretty much going to be a warning video now. It seems like, now that the Optimus channel is, going to now be, pretty suspicious, I guess, kind of, because that image that's been posted on his channel, I think it looks pretty suspicious now. And I think somebody is, trying to actually make, I think somebody is actually trying to, make his, death like it's something very, very funny now. Like his death is, I mean, it's sick how some people would want to play like or think somebody's death is like some kind of, complete joke or whatever. And this is another thing that's just very sick to me. And it's sick that some people would want to, think that somebody's death was just a complete joke or whatever and that stuff, and just like laugh at his death or whatever, and it's totally sick to me. And there are a lot of people that just don't even give a care about who dies or whatever on that stuff. And whoever is taking over the Optimus channel is, I don't know who. I don't know who. The same guy that we've heard, on the channel for years and years and years. I looked at and his channel started back in 2012. So, the same guy. You're probably not going to hear his voice anymore. I think somebody is, going to, probably take over his channel, and, it's not going to be the same voice that Optimus had. Like, the channel is probably going to be having a different voice on Optimus, and I think that, no, probably going to use his channel for, you know, who knows? Maybe for some very, very, bad reasons. I'm not going to name what they are, because the man who had his channel for, you know, at least for 11 years, is pretty much dead, I would think. And now I think somebody is, I think somebody is probably jealous about how much fame that Optimus has got on his channel, and that somebody wanted to kill Optimus so that he could, steal so that some person could actually steal the channel to actually, start like, I don't know. There is something that I experience, and I've experienced this a lot on my phone. I've got text messages and that stuff. I've got, scammed. And I don't even know if there is such thing that even exists. I don't even know if YouTube scams. I don't know if YouTube scams even exist. I don't know, but if somebody's gonna use Optimus' channel just to scam YouTubers, then I would, you know, for everybody's protection, I would unsubscribe to the channel Optimus if there's a scammer that's taking over the platform, and I would, you know, I would, you know, I just, like move forward. If somebody's gonna use the Optimus channel to actually scam people, then I would pretty much like unsubscribe for the protection of, just so that everybody can be protected on their YouTube platform. Like, who knows what a scammer can actually do? And a scammer, like, you sell scammers your passwords, and the one thing that scammers can actually really do is take over the platform. Like, let's say your Gmail account or your password for, I don't know if anybody needs like passwords getting into YouTube, but I guess that could actually end up happening if YouTube ends up having to do that. But, everybody's Gmail account is registered with their YouTube account. You need to have you need to have like some Gmail account that you have to sign in with in order to start making videos and that stuff. And I don't know if your password's included in that, but even if it is, they could probably hack and try to get into your Gmail account, and they could start, scamming your friends. And you, trust me, you don't want to deal with scams. If there's strange activity coming from Optimus and that stuff, and if there is like some kind of scam robot or whatever, or maybe it's just a Optimus robot, I don't know for sure. There could be like some kind of Optimus robot that can still run the channel, and this wouldn't be like an Optimus human being. This would be like some kind of Optimus robot, or maybe somebody else is taking over the channel. I don't know. But when you start noticing strange activity coming from the Optimus channel, I can probably tell you already that it's not going to be good. I think somebody, from what was witnessed in that video, we deserve better. When those guys broke into his house or his building, those two guys broke into his building or his home, and I think they wanted to, you know, I think they wanted to get like some kind of revenge on Optimus. He said, one of the things I've heard was that Whoa, 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 whoa. Put the chains down. And I could hear Optimus saying, whoa, 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 whoa. And the first impression, Optimus is like, what is going on here? Now, probably these guys just had, well, I think just probably wanted to kill a YouTuber. You heard the gunshots, or you heard bullets being fired. Do we know if it was a pistol or a handgun? Maybe, that might have been a clue. But multiple bullets? Like, second after second? That probably might give you a hint that was an AR-15. Who knows? And maybe they just wanted to kill Optimus so he could steal his money that, who knows, maybe Optimus made that cash off of Shop Optimus. And maybe they just wanted to kill him because he was just so famous and people were just, those two idiots were just like sick and tired of how much fame he had and, talking about America's problems and that stuff. And I think the two guys were, like quite disgusted with how he was talking about how America needs to do better, and just talking about a bunch of America's problems and that stuff, and people were like, all right, that's enough. And then they just decided to just break into Optimus's house and just murder him. Now, there are a couple of people who say that it was a suicide, and you can hear one guy saying that Optimus was... The one guy said that, one, either Optimus was reaching behind something in his back, and I don't know if Optimus was pulling out a pistol and shooting himself or what, but if it was the two guys that murdered Optimus, then obviously there's going to at least be some kind of news that you'll be hearing about why these two guys did what they did to Optimus, and eventually they'll have to either get sentenced to life in prison if that's what a judge would, rule for both of them, and then that's just what these two criminals are going to have to live with. And they said they stole cash from Optimus too. Maybe it wasn't Optimus's cash. Maybe it was just somebody else's money. But even if it was Optimus's cash, then obviously they've got two things that they have to worry about. They got a murder charge that they would have to worry about, that, and then they'd have to deal with a theft charge too. Not only that, but you'd also have like probably a vandalism charge along with that as well. So you're probably looking to like 3 different criminal acts. That's probably going to be a lot of time in jail for the two. And it's what they're going to have to live with for the rest of their life. Yeah, Optimus is pretty much has been murdered, what it looks like. And those two, right after the ending of hearing those gunshot bullet round being fired, even if it was a gunshot, after those bullets were fired, there was a guy that was like, "Y'all, let's get out of here before somebody calls the cops or the neighbor calls the cops." Being the person living next to Optimus. And these two guys were. This wasn't like some kind of movie scene you were watching. This was something you were watching and you heard this in real life. So, those two that committed this criminal act against Optimus, those two who broke into his house or his building that he was working at, I don't know, but there was vandalism involved. If those two, since those two committed some kind of criminal act, there would have been vandalism involved. There would be theft involved for stealing cash, even if it was from Optimus himself. And there probably would have been lifetime in prison for the two. But that's a judge's decision. I can't decide anything. If whatever those two get, the cops are the one that can make charges against people. But it's a judge that decides what verdict is, what kind of verdict is going to be ruled against them. Against two that, committed some criminal acts against Optimus. Now, we don't even know for sure if it was a suicide. The comments say that Optimus committed suicide. Now, I'm not a guy that listens to rumors, but if there's a court case that actually ends up coming out, and if there is court rulings about these two men that wanted to kill a YouTuber, there'll be news about it, hopefully. And then that truth can finally come out about what happened to Optimus. And we'll just have to go from there. You can't jump the gun on evidence, and you can't make assumptions on what to actually really happen to Optimus. And that's the way it's going to have to stay for at least a few days, a few weeks, I don't know. But when there's a criminal activity that takes place, there'll be days or even weeks or months or years to finally get the actual evidence. Evidence takes time to receive, And that's when we can truly know exactly what happened with Optimus. And with that, I'll leave you with, this is Charles Morris. Have a good day. Whatever happened to Optimus, you would be hearing news about this, so we could actually get the actual evidence out on why these two did what they did to Optimus. And then we'll finally be able to figure out the truth on what happened. It's either Optimus committed suicide, or either it's the two men killed him. It could be either one. It could be either one. And this is Charles Morris. Have a good day. I'll see you on the next video. And we'll have to see what these two criminals get for their criminal actions against Optimus. And Optimus, there'd have to be like some kind of anthropologist